Yo, what is going on, everybody? It is Tristan, and today what I'm going to be getting into, just simple little video outside, and we're going to be discussing the Jordan 4 Craft Medium Olive, which is going to be dropping very soon on October 18th, I believe. It's going to be on the Sneakers app. A few other locations. This isn't like a crazy flip per se. I mean, that's really what I can start the video off with. Like, this isn't going to be a sneaker that resells for a lot of money. Just go look at the last Jordan 4, craft they made. Those, the photon dust, don't really go for a lot of money. So these, again, I would just give them some time. Maybe they'll grow on people, but I don't really see that happening, a couple days before, kind of like some of these SBs. It's not like quite the same, if that makes sense, with like how, sneakers can, I guess what I'm trying to say is just the hype for SBs right now is just kind of overpowering a lot of stuff, you know what I mean? And also just, this drop isn't like amazing, it's a cool personal. I'll leave it at that. So if you guys want more content like this, again, you can check out my Instagrams, my friend and I's group down below. Don't forget the undermarket sneakers we've been doing recently. We've had tons of ones that we've dropped in the group, so you guys can check on our Twitter and also on our website if you want to see some of the other things we offer. Again, don't miss out. There's a lot that we offer to you guys to keep you in the loop and help you improve. If that's something you're trying to do as a reseller, just kind of stay consistent, learn different areas of resale, how to source more pairs, kind of how to make safer bets, things like that. Then we can show you how to do that, because that is what we specialize in. So I hope to see you all on that wait list below. You'll get a response within 24 hours, and I'll even pop up on the screen. There are some of the recent undermarket sneakers we've done, so you won't be missing out on any of that. We do that stuff every single day for you guys. So I hope you all will enjoy, and let's get started. As simple as that. So, and don't forget to subscribe and like down below if y'all want to. I almost forgot to say that, but let's try and hit like 200 likes on this video. It just lets me know that y'all want more content like this. That's a typical goal, but let's get into it. So again, as you guys can see, Jordan 4 Craft Olive. Last craft color what we had was the Photon Dust, that kind of gray one. And this one's, again, a really nice, kind of simple winter colorway. That's the best way I could put it. It's not like camo or anything, literally just a straight olive colorway. But I have heard, if you actually look at the StockX photos, and I haven't just heard this, or I guess taken this opinion, from the StockX photos that we have here, but some people have also told me that these don't really look olive in hand. Nike might have messed that part up a little bit. They do look nice, but it just seems like they're not quite as described, maybe, because if you even look at some of the StockX photos, I'm like, wait, are these these kind of look brown almost, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, and I know olive is kind of like a green brown kind of colorway, it has that tint, but maybe you can see what I'm saying, kind of by like the cage here and around the toe box. It's not really that olive colorway as much, so I was a little bit thrown off by that. But also, just another thing that I can show you guys right off the bat, the Nike photos are not the same. Nike edits their photos on sneakers, all these other locations, so the shoe is not going to look the same in hand as it does online. It might look a little bit less saturated, right? Because we don't see it the same as we do, right, in picture form. You got to see the in-hand video, without flash, something like that, so you can get, an honest kind of view of what the sneaker really looks like. Or you get it in hand, and then you determine, you know what I mean? And that's kind of how I feel about these. I might just order a 9, see if I rock with them, return them. If I'm just not really feeling them, I'm not gonna wear them or anything. So obviously they could go ahead and just sell them again as new. Hopefully that'd be what they would do. But I'm not really too crazy over these. It's a cool pair. $210 retail though. That's the normal retail we've had on Jordan 4, so I'm not really gonna stress over that. Like, after tax and ship, you're probably paying around $218, $220 on these, I would say, or $228, not $218. Maybe. I think with my state tax it'd probably be around $228. But overall, again, y'all can see the drop time, 11:18, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Just dropping first come first serve, I believe, not via a draw, so you really aren't gonna have to worry about well, I guess you'll have to worry about being a little bit quicker if you do want a pair of these, because I'm sure in some of those bigger sizes, like 12.5, 13, 12, 11.5, like some of the ones that actually still may flip a little bit, or will, you can just wait a couple months and they'll eventually be reselling pretty decently. Those are the sizes I could see selling out for these and actually doing well. Would be ones above like an 11, but really, other than that, I probably would pass. And honestly, if we just check out the prices right now, and I'll get back to the photos and kind of details on these in a second, but if y'all go look right now, this is what I'm saying. Like, this is not really a flip. Like, 11 plus, like these, look, you got one guy that's priced these at $230 and $231. You know what I mean? Like, look, you can clearly tell this is one person, 9.5 through 11, or 9.5 through 12. Somebody got all those sizes because they priced them all at the exact same. So just looking at that, with these pretty much already going for retail, after, if you sell them to StockX for $231, you're literally going to be losing money if you bought them off Nike or a retailer. So you would have to have some sort of, employee discount or backdoor where, you're getting them at a discounted price, or you're just not, paying for them, you know what I mean? Like, again, we've seen a lot of these, Memphis thefts, kind of with Nike products, also not just in Memphis, like we've seen that happen in California, a lot of different places. So kind of understanding that, it could, you've seen a lot of these sneakers recently, like you know, the Royal Reimagined Satin Breads, these Neapolitans, you got the DMPs, which aren't even out yet. You're looking at all those pairs and you're like, like maybe those are some of the shoes that were involved in the theft, because like they're going for like $80 below retail for some of these pairs. And it's like, all right, I mean, even the employees are taking a hit at some of these prices. Like employees get 40% off, but some of them are like further than 40% off their retail price. So when you look at that, you're like, all right, that's not even, I mean, it can't be employees. Like you're not going to go to your job, buy the shoes and lose money, you know, using your money that you probably get, you know, from your job. You know, it wouldn't make sense. You know what I mean? Like if an employee's going back to our shoe, they're going to do it and make sure it's profitable. And I mean, with these other pairs, I mean, that's where you see it a lot of the time. Where you're like, you know, some of these pairs are just clearly stolen, or, you know, that's just like, you know, StockX a couple months ago was doing something about it, you know, with like the Midnight Navy, stuff like that. I guess that was more than a couple months ago, but originally when those releases happened and they were getting backdoored, StockX actually stopped the sales for them because the Nike theft happened, and StockX was like, all right, we're not letting these shoes be sold in advance. We're waiting until release date, and then you'll be able to sell your pairs. And that was a great idea. It really saved the market, actually, when they did that. And I think they should do that more often, because you got some of these 11s that drop in December, like literally more than a month away, and you're like, how are these at retail or below retail in some sizes? You're like, where are the pairs at? You know, that's what I'm saying. But some places have already dropped them, you know, for some of these pairs overseas. For example, with the Neapolitans, there has been some retailers overseas that have dropped pairs of those, so those are at retail for that reason. But some of these other ones, I'm like, all right, what's going on here? I mean, Royal Reimagines is like 700K pairs. That would probably explain why those are not going for much. But just, again, heading back into this one, really just leaving y'all with a simple point. Again, they look nice. Like, this actually looks like a great personal pair. I would love to grab, you know, maybe a pair of these just to see how they would look. Because, again, they actually do look pretty nice. There's a couple different sections. You can see kind of around that toe box is a little bit lighter. And then kind of when you get back to by the heel, the sneaker, it seems to kind of be a, you know, darker tint. And that's kind of what it is with the craft. It's like you'll have a couple different shades of that color, whatever color they choose, to use. You'll see a couple different like tints of that. For example, on the Photon Dust, you see they use a different, like couple different shades of gray. And with these, they use a couple different, you know, shades of green or olive, if you want to say it like that. So that's pretty much everything I need to mention. Cool personal pair. Not really a flip though. I will leave it at that. For anybody asking if these are going to brick, absolutely. I mean, they're already there, really. So, I mean, you know, it's just, you can go check apps. These are not really flipping like that. The back door's been wide open. Main reason for this one, I know, is because these have actually landed at a lot of Hibbets and different retailers already. So, I mean, they're just going out, you know, the retailer before they raffle them off, you know what I mean? So, I see the opportunity there with some people, and they're selling it in advance. So, yeah, that's really all I need to say. And, again, not really going to be like a crazy pair to go for. Just a cool little personal, and that's what I can leave it at. Like, and again, if you wanted to go for any sizes, just the big ones like that would really be the only ones I would get for maybe flipping. But I mean, these aren't really even selling like that. I mean, it's a cool pair, it's cool. Like, I like the details, I think they're nice. And you also have the grade school ones dropping on the same day, but they're neither is really flipping like that, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna end that. Again, don't forget to check us out down below at HYPELABS if you want to become a better reseller, cop more items for your personal collection, whatever it may be, to flip, learn about different flips you can make, sourcing pairs. Again, we always post like all raffle links, early information, stock numbers in every drop, and of course the undermarket sneakers every day. I'll pop up some of the recent ones we've done, just like I did at the start, so you guys can see that's just you know, type of things we're doing every single day for you guys to keep you all in the loop and make sure you succeed. And of course, you can always ask me, you know, any questions in there. My DMs are open, and if y'all want to join the waitlist, just click join, and you'll get in within 24 hours. So that's it. I'm T, and again, let me know your thoughts on these, and feel free to check any of my socials down below. Again, you can see some of those deals. I'm always posting stuff for sale here and on my resale account, so y'all can check that out, and our other socials. So that is it. I'm gonna end that screen recording. I'm Tristan. Thank you guys. Let me know your thoughts on this pair. Honestly, for me, it's a brick. Might be a cool personal, so I'll think about it. But it's like, you know, I might be able to get these discounted, you know, in a few weeks. So it's like, I'm just gonna wait a little bit before I go buy a personal, because I might be able to get a really, really good deal if I just, you know, wait a little bit on it. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes the waiting game is good, sometimes it's bad, but sometimes it's just fun to play. So that's it. Subscribe and like if you want more. And I think I said 200 likes. Yeah, that was the goal for this video, 200. All right, I'll catch y'all the next one. See y'all then. It will be on Tuesday. Hopefully I'll post this today on Sunday. If I don't, then I'll see y'all Wednesday. But I'll see y'all one of those days, because we got a lot to discuss, a lot of SB things. So I'll catch y'all on the next one then. Peace.